with the decision to kick it there on fourth down?
Well, I didn't have a decision on that one. Yeah, that wasn't my decision, but I understand the thinking above 2 minutes with all of our timeouts, but yeah, that wasn't my decision.
Bill Huber.
Aaron, I know it's been a struggle to get to this stage, and you had the home game, everything that you wanted. Can you possibly express what you're feeling right now?
Yeah, Bill, I'm just pretty gutted. It's a long season. You put so much into it to get to this point. And then, the way, we had our chances. So, I'm not different position in the last couple of these where we got blown out and didn't really have a chance. They went up 3 scores. We battled back with a couple scores. Defense came up with some big turnovers, and we had a lot of chances. So, but yeah, overall, just pretty gutted.
Ryan Wood.
Aaron, I know you weren't on the field for it, but you saw how the game was being officiated and played all game. Just curious if you've seen the DPI on Kevin and if you had any thoughts on that.
I think it was a bad call. I think there were a few opportunities, for some plays down the field for us that weren't called. Just surprised that call in that situation was made. We get the ball back with probably 1:35 and a timeout with a chance to win the game, go to the Super Bowl. Didn't look like it was even catchable. So, yeah, there's a bad call.
Real quick, Kenny Clark is in room 2. We'll continue here. Mark Daniels.
Aaron, the 2 series after the Jair picks, can you just talk about those 3 dropbacks in a row and a couple of sacks?
Yeah, we had some chances, obviously. Like I said, we had the ball there with all the momentum and just kind of needed 1 first down. I think they get going. We just didn't get it, which was disappointing.
Steve McGargy.
Oh, it's been so good in goal-to-go situations all season. We had a couple where we had to settle for field goals this time. So what was the difference tonight? Was just Tampa Bay's defense being so good, or just lack of execution, or what was the difference this game?
Yeah, they had a really good defense. I think that's where some of the credit has to go. But we had some chances. We had some opportunities. We had a couple mental errors on some of those plays, which hurts. But we had some chances too. I felt good about the plays that were called and the opportunities. We just didn't execute.
Marty Hendricks.
Aaron, in the first half, you closed within 14-10 on that field goal. Can you talk about that series when you settled for the field goal there in the first half?
Yeah, that's part of it. We had mental error, and I'm not sure. I got to look at the film on whether or not that ball was catchable today, but we had some opportunities. Obviously, we've been so good in the red zone all season. This was a game where we needed 7. Didn't come up with it a couple times.
Tom Silverstein.
Aaron, on the last series, so on the third down play, you got out of the pocket. Going back and looking on the iPad or whatever, could you see that you might have been able to run it in, or do you think that guy gets you from behind? And then also, just to follow up, did you have a play in mind for fourth down?
I felt great about the third down call. We actually ran it earlier in the game. Same play that Tate caught out of the end zone. And looking at it back, it looked like he ended up crossing face late and may have been kind of back across my body, an opportunity. I felt like I had a chance maybe to run it, but I felt like there was a guy kind of closing on me. Based on the call, Matty allowed me to call that third down play. If I had known we were going to kick it, if we didn't get it, maybe something else would have been maybe gone with some sort of, crossing routes maybe there instead. But I thought maybe we're going to have 4 chances to go.
Rob Domofsky.
Aaron, I don't know how it exactly works in the heat of the moment, but is there any opportunity to try to convince Matt to go for it in that situation on 4th and 8, or is that not even possible?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one, Rob. I look over the sideline. I see, 5 big guys around the field. There's a lot of gymnastics that has to happen to get us, to be able to go for it there. But, yeah, I don't know. That decision was made, and we moved on.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Jason Wilde.
Aaron, you always talk about the plays that are going to keep you up at night, even after games that you win. What are the ones today?
You can't hear him. Okay. We'll come back, Jason.
Okay.
Aaron Nagler.
Aaron, what did you think of the job MVS did tonight? I mean, that's a guy who's been much maligned all year.
Can't hear him either.
Okay. Bill Huber.
Hey, Aaron, on that, going back to that last series, you had the 1st and goal from the 8. Looks like some miscommunication there between you and Allen, maybe.
Yeah, I thought he was going to maybe keep it a little skinnier, and he was kind of crossing face. I don't blame him for that. It would just would have been a reaction that he's maybe saw the defender kind of going outside of him, and maybe a guy pushing through him. I thought he might keep it a little straighter up, but I don't fault him for that.
Pete Doherty.
Hey, Aaron, have you ever had a loss that you basically didn't get over, or maybe even were a little bit haunted by? And do you think this could be that kind of one with how everything was set up for you guys coming into this?
Yeah, Pete, I don't know about haunted. I mean, I don't really like that word. Doesn't really fit in my vocabulary, I don't think. This one definitely stings and is going to for a long time, especially the way it played out and the chances that we had and the opportunities to seize that game at various points. This, definitely hurts, but I don't believe in games haunting me. So this won't haunt me. It's just going to hurt for a while.
Try Jason Wilde again, Jason.
Aaron, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You always say that there are plays that are going to keep you up at night, even after wins. I don't know, maybe the free play where you probably saw Devontae open on the iPad later. What are the plays that maybe are going to bother you tonight for you personally?
Well, I didn't see Devontae on the iPad later. Probably the go route to Marquez that I threw just a little bit too far inside and a little too flat. That's definitely gonna hurt. If I put that in the same spot I put the first one in, maybe he scores. Who knows? Or at least it's a big one. So that one definitely bothers me. Just I think the whole sequence there and the 8-yard line, the last 3 plays, just I'm not sure what I could have done first down, but 2nd and 3rd down, maybe moving up in the pocket, be able to get that one on Tate's body, and 3rd down, I don't know. I have to look at the film, but that last series definitely is frustrating.
Aaron Nagler.
Aaron, you got me?
Yeah.
What did you think of the job MVS did tonight? That's a guy who's been much maligned all year long. You went to him for the big kind of get you going touchdown there, the 50-yarder. He came up big on a number of throws for you tonight. What do you think of the job he did?
Yeah, man, I'm just really proud of him. He's had such an interesting year. I think it's been a good year of growth for him as a person. And that's what I'm most excited about for him as a friend. I told him before the game I was going to need some plays. I was going to need at least 2 big ones. And he made many plays for us. So I'm gutted for Big Dog, and obviously I'm hurting for myself, Mason, some of the older guys, Tremont coming back. But it hurts for those young guys too, who grew so much this year and added so much to our team. And him and Alan and Bobby and Jamal. Just the uncertainty of it all is so difficult. The abruptness, so many futures, a little gray right now. So it's, it's definitely sudden.
We'll do two more. Stephen Watson.
Aaron, understanding that that roster might look a lot different for next year, what did this particular team mean to you at this point in your career?
Yeah, they're all special for sure. I think this one, as much as any of them, I just found some really special friendships with, Mercedes and Devontae. Especially Tim and I have become really close over the years. Jamal, I love Jamal. Aaron Jones. There's a lot of guys' futures that are, uncertain, myself included. That's what's sad about it most. Getting this far, obviously there's going to be an end to it at some point, whether we make it past this one or not, but just the uncertainty is tough, and the finality of it all.
Last one, Bill Huber.
Yeah, it's kind of along those lines. This would probably be a better question for next week, but we might not get you next week. So how do you go on from here? I mean, you kind of hit on some of the realities a minute ago. So how do you go on from here? How do you take the next step?
Yeah, Bill, it's a good question. I don't know. I really don't. There's a lot of unknowns going into this offseason now. And I'm going to have to take some time away for sure and clear my head and just kind of see what's going on with everything. But it's pretty tough right now, especially thinking about the guys that may or may not be here next year. There's always change. That's the only constant in this business. It's really tough to get to this point. Really, really tough. Especially with it only being one bye week in the playoffs. It's a grind just to get to this point. And that makes the finality of it all kind of hit you like a ton of bricks. That's why it's a gutting feeling in your stomach.